Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we've got another LEGO Avengers video for you. This one happens to be Earth's Mightiest story, where we're going to actually get the trophy achievement Earth's Mightiest for completing the level. We're going to shoot for that true Avenger requirement of 150k, but as you can see on the right, we get no collectibles and only the one gold brick, thus kind of shooting us down for the hopes of getting that true Avenger requirement. Keep in mind though, I do not have any of the gold or the red brick stud multipliers, nor do I spend a lot of time smashing and grabbing everything. However, with that being said, let's go ahead and roll out. Now, as you guys probably know, the entire game consists of 6 movies. The majority of the levels, though, comprise of just the Avengers as well as Avengers Age of Ultron. Now, we've seen some references so far to Captain America, the first Avenger, and we know that there's going to be some other things too, like some Thor references, and maybe some Winter Soldier, and some other movies as well. But we'll get to those in a bit. Now, we're just basically taking out all the bad guys that are sent after us here, and more come in for a second wave, and we have no problem dispatching these guys. And then eventually we'll take out the cars on the right and kind of shimmy our way down this bridge, avoiding that giant hole on the left. But I wanted to talk real quick about what happens when you beat this level. Now, at the end of this level, it actually takes us to the next part of the Age of Ultron. We kind of already started Age of Ultron in the opening sequence, the first level. We are going to return to that. But see, the problem is that when it does that, it skips some levels. So we're on level 7 right now. Now, as far as the trophy achievement list go, and as far as the order that this game was intended to play, they're kind of mixed up. And we don't really know what the right order is to play, or if it really matters. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish this up, and we're going to continue the story. We're going to press continue story at the end of this level at the final total screen. And that's going to take us actually to the hub area before level 11. I know that's super confusing, but what we'll do is we'll finish 11, 12, 13, and 14, and 15. Then we'll come back and do 8, 9, and 10. So, and the reason is because we want to stay kind of in sync with the actual story itself. So, we've destroyed all the bad guys, we've used the buddy up pad, and now we're going to take off into a nice little cutscene. So, hopefully I explained all that well enough, and we'll talk about it some more after this.
It's going to take more than well-timed one-liners and Hulk-outs to bring down the rest of those giant alien creatures. Our reports indicate that, as well as being big and scary, they're protected by some kind of reinforced armor which looks pretty tough to crack. If we want to have any chance of closing that portal and defeating Loki, you'll need to work together and assemble as Avengers. Hey, maybe that could be worked into a catchphrase. Good luck, team.
Director Fury, the Council has made a decision.
That is the island of Manhattan. Until I'm certain my team can't hold it, I will not order a nuclear strike against the civilian population.
Okay, turn, left.
Alright, so we officially get to start the level now. We actually just completed the hub stuff with old Captain America and Black Widow out there before this. But, alright, as soon as you start, hop over this little back of the spine there and go and grab those bluesies and that purple. And that'll get us a nice little boost to start off our studdage. Now, we're going to go ahead and make our way up, and as we do, we get attacked by a few bad guys. And we also notice some bricks up on the top of the spine there that are kind of glowing at us. So we used Thor's hammer to go ahead and take those down, and we build the remaining bricks up into a shock panel. So we're going to charge up Thor's hammer here, and we're going to pump up the meter there. And once we get our, there we go, there, pump it up. And once we get this, it actually sends a little bit of a electricity jolt into the back of this spine. Keep in mind, we're riding a giant, like, flying snake eel thing. I don't even know. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but it is living with a set of armor on it. So we've kind of activated a piece of the armor there, and we were able to smash through it. I believe Hulk would have no problem as well. Both these guys are strong characters, to my knowledge. And but we're going to stick with Thor because he actually can target all these guys with his hammer and take them out pretty quickly. So, all right, basically it's just simple. We're just advancing our way up the back of this thing, and you can see we actually hit the first of 6 pieces that go towards a mini kit. Some of these little lights on the armor are purple, but some of them are blue, and those blue ones are the ones you want for that mini kit. But we're going to come back in free play and grab all those. So, all right, once all the bad guys are dispersed, go ahead and rip off this wall here with Hulk. This, unfortunately, you cannot do with Thor. And you're going to go ahead and target that flying guy that's shooting at you and throw the big old green-handled piece of armor at him. A couple of guys charge up after us once we successfully take him out. And it also gives us access to keep on keeping on down the spine of this guy. And we actually come to another strong point in the ground there. So we use the Hulk to do a Hulk smash. And all of a sudden we found an Avenger buddy pad here. So we're going to go ahead and hop on it with Thor, switch to Hulk, and then we get caught up in one of these animations for taking these guys out. In fact, we get a couple of them there. And, well, one right after another, if I'm being honest. But eventually we get it, and booyakasha, we slam it down, and in comes the crashing thingamabob.
Sir, we have a bird in motion.
Director Fury is no longer in command. Override Order 7 Alpha.
Alpha 11 confirmed.
Stark, you hear me? You have a missile headed straight for the city.
How long?
3 minutes.
Package is sent.
Captain, the bank on 42nd past Madison. They cornered a lot of civilians in there.
I'm on it.
Looks like the normal entrance to the bank is blocked. You guys are gonna have to force your way in.
Hulk smash and Thor has got to be one of my favorite parts of the game right there, and it's pretty awesome. All right, when we take control, we actually were cued by Maria Hill that we're going to have to find a different way to get into the bank, and no problem. We got no problem with that at all. And that was cool. We did a little buddy attack there. You can see Captain America held up his shield, and Hawkeye shot a sonar arrow at it, and it kind of affected everybody around us but didn't hurt us at all, so that was kind of nice. And, all right, so we took out all the bad guys right off the bat, and we noticed that on the left-hand side, there's an overturned vehicle with a silver kind of chassis on the bottom of it. So we'll go ahead and take out the chassis, and we'll go ahead and build the remaining bricks up into a Captain America shield switch, which you can see it's got like an elevator door. It's kind of trying to open, but I think we're going to maybe help it open with this shield here in a second. And I got a few studs going, and booyakashow. Shield switch officially used, and what? Oh, there's the elevator. Oh, there's a mini kit up there too. We'll come back for that though. As you know, we're gonna skip all of the collectibles and come back in free play. I think I've already said that a couple times. All right, there's a little bit of a funny angle, but I snuck one of those fire melting arrows up there, and now it's given us access to this little elevator shaft, and we're going to go ahead, and I'm not sure Hawkeye can use that or not. I feel like he might be able to use the agility walls, but I'm not sure. Regardless, though, we know Captain America can, and we need Captain up here anyways to put out these fires, because we didn't start the fire. And, all right, we got to do our duties, you know, to please old Smokey the Bear, you know. All right, we put out the fire, and we found ourselves, ooh, what is that? It looks like a spot that Hawkeye can actually shoot an arrow to create some twirly poles. And look at that. A couple of arrows, and now we're spinning to win on these twirly poles. And we get out on this ledge over here, which we can actually smash. And we'll actually get a couple of pieces we can build up into. Wait for it. Yep, it's a grapple hook. So, unfortunately, we're going to need to switch down and get involved with these bad guys down here. We're being attacked. Captain America's got it easy up there, just kind of sitting up there watching. But we'll go ahead and use Hawkeye, and we'll pull this down, which rips open this wall here and actually creates a pathway for us to get inside and take us over to the next little section here. So more guys come in, and we're going to go ahead and skip those guys and run right inside. And it does kind of give us a little cinematic camera pan, not quite a cut scene, but pretty close. And it kind of cues us that maybe we need to get over here, and you know what that is? That's an ATM, and we're gonna prove it to you here in a minute. And I don't recommend trying this at your local ATM because you'll get in a lot of trouble. But it actually spits out a lot of cash. Cash. You guys ever seen that commercial on TV? I know depending on where you live, you might not have the same commercials as us, but they have that like that loan commercial where that girl's all, "Who needs cash?" And the guy goes, "Cash!" My son Reese and I laugh at that all the time. Anyhow, moving along, we smash through the wall with Thor, and we find some glowing bits in the back left corner here. So we're going to go ahead and take those out because that's kind of a good indication that we're going to give us some pieces needed to build up something cooler. And we accidentally smashed open that door, which brought in a few bad guys. And I don't know if there's an endless supply of bad guys now or what. But we have no problem dispatching those guys or dispersing them or whichever. I keep saying dispatch instead of disperse. I'll get it right one of these days. All right, we got a shock panel, which means we're going to have to use Thor's electricity and go ahead and pump it up. Here we go. We got our charge going, and it's almost there. Booyakashow. All right, we sent a little power through, and cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. We made it rain, all right. $100 bills. We'll take it. Ooh, we got some more fire. Thor could probably walk through there because he is pretty mighty, but I'd hate to see his cape go up in flames. And all right, so clearly that's the guy we need to get to. He's got some sort of super weapon, it looks like. Hey, where's my money? I need money. All right, we put out some more fires with Captain and his shield, and we're just making our way all the way down and around. You can see there's some sonar glass there that we'll need Hawkeye for a future video, and then you can see there's the mini kit over in the back corner. I bet you I know where that glass goes. And all right, we got some more shiny bits over here on the right hand side, so we'll go ahead and smash those and see what kind of bricks we find. But my guess is going to be able to build something cool. And ooh, they're blue and red with a little hint of white. I'm going to guess it's a Captain America shield switch, and look at that. It certainly is. All right, so we'll go ahead and target that with Captain America and his shield and see what happens. Oh, it closes the shutter. That's right. No super you. All right, we'll go ahead and move on. We got a nice little pathway to get over to this guy with this super mega moo weapon. And of course, we're going to need to go into shield mode here. You can see I've got it there, and I get up all close. But then something weird happens, and I remove my shield. So I don't know if it was like a funny angle. It looks like there's some terrain there that I stepped on, and I may have tilted my shield a little bit, and he may have got through. But anyhow, once you get up close to him, give him a smack, and...
Stark, these things are still coming.
I got a nuke coming in. It's going to blow in less than a minute. And I know just where to put it.
Hawkeye!
I got it.
Ooh.
Romanoff, Selvig said that to disrupt the Tesseract...
All right, as some of you probably know, we are actually wrapping up this movie. We're at the final battle. Loki is, he's cloned himself a bunch, and we're going to need the help of the Black Widow to figure out which one is the actual Loki. You can see I'm running around, and I'm getting lots of studdage, and I'm getting multipliers and stuff too, but realistically, I'm not gaining any further progress in our story here. So I switched to Black Widow, and we get this little cinematic camera pan of the doctor up there, the professor, and we're going to go ahead and target all 4 of these bullseyes here because she's got her guns out. Sun's out, guns out, right? we'll go ahead and access this switch here, which is going, basically, we've got kind of a bird's eye camera view of all of the Lokis that Hulk's battling, and we're going to go ahead and target them and scan each one, and eventually we're going to reveal the real Loki. And for you guys, I don't know if you can skip right to the one that ends up being it for us, or if you have to go through the process of ruling out all of them first, but either way, make your way through this, and eventually you'll get access to the real Loki, and you know what we do with him. And this is another one of those cutscenes that wasn't quite long enough to actually, get in there. But go ahead and grab him and spam the icon indicated over the top and fill that meter up and slam him around. It does change the timer too, because you started with square and it finished with circle, and then we end out on the balcony here. But we've got the Tesseracts. We can toss that up to Black Widow, and look at that. It's ready for us at the top. We just need to make our way up there. Now, you do have an opportunity to freely, and all you need to do is run around and skip this ladder here and go over to the right-hand side and take out the bad guys that are basically preventing Lee from rescuing himself there. They're kind of, making him fall off. I don't know. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and skip that for now and come back in free play. But we're going to build up the bricks over here to get this nice little ventilated shaft going, and it's going to fly us on up top. Once we get up top, there's a few bad guys that you can choose to take out or not. And there's also a mini kit on the left-hand side that you could easily drop down and grab, but we're going to save that for free play as well, and we're going to hop on over to this icon here, the circle, and press the icon indicated. It's going to take us into the final cutscene, and we'll see you at the final totals.
Close it. Can anybody copy?
Booyakashow! Earth's Mightiest trophy achievement is now ours. The level is complete, which has opened up free play, as well as a few other levels, as you can see here. So these are the levels that I was telling you about in the beginning, where we've skipped a few. So No Strings on Me is actually level 11, and that's the level that you go to if you actually hit Continue Story at the end here, once we get through all of these, final totals. So, and that's how we're going to do it. If you guys want to go and play those other levels, you are welcome to do that. You do need to go to your main start menu and choose space, and I believe, and then go from there to choose which level you want. However, for us, we're going to go with the story. We're going to finish Age of Ultron, the movie, and then we're going to go ahead and come back and do all of those extras. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And Doug and I had a talk, and we were trying to figure out what the best way to do this was. And ultimately, it made sense to go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way to 15. But then in the end, when the game itself takes you and you have to do physical, you have to actually go out of your way to go to those other levels, we figured it only made sense to stick with where the game took you. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Hopefully it all fits in, and either way, we'll have videos for them all. They're just going to maybe be in a little bit different order than what you went through them as. So speaking of order, hey, hopefully you guys have enjoyed these so far. We've got a lot more coming. We've got free play after that, probably some free roam as well. And if you guys have any requests, questions, or anything like that, feel free to check out HappyThumbsGaming.com, where our trophy achievement guide for this is. Lots of good info. Currently, it's ahead of the videos too, so might be able to answer some things that the videos have not been able to provide. But if you have anything specific, head over to Facebook, Twitter, or simply comment, vote, subscribe down below, and of course, we'll get to you as quickly as possible. Now, a lot of you guys do actually make comments or bring us some questions and requests, and you'll find out that sometimes we're grateful for your request, or we've maybe already got a video or something out there. So hey, there's no such thing as a stupid question, so feel free to drop us a line and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. So hey, as for me, let's go ahead and keep this train a chewing. I'm gonna get back to work, and as always, until next time, chugga 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 chugga.